Hey guys, we're here on Easter weekend for WonderCon 2014 at the Anaheim Convention Center. And so, as you know, if you're watching this video, this is a really big show. It's Comic-Con International's second big show of the year, which obviously San Diego is the granddaddy of them all. And so this is kind of, as many see, kind of the warm-up show for that. But it's every bit its own show with all kinds of things going on, whether it be attracting things like 20th Century Fox and all sorts of movie stars, comic creators, tons of cosplay, and just all kinds of fun things. So we're right now outside the convention center here. We're going to be taking a look around inside, checking out what the booths have to offer, seeing what kind of cosplay there is, and of course everything else in terms of the geeky fun things that you're used to looking at on our channel. So let's go take a look around.
He's like, dude, I'm next to Vader.
Yeah, it's his first day. They're like, come, dude.
They're like, come the fuck down, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, leave my anywhere right now.
$1 comic books.
Alright. Is it 50% off on all of them, or is it
Nothing, and Daniel can't tell me anything otherwise. So,
So this is the part of our videos normally where conventions that have great panels like WonderCon does, where we'll kind of cut in little 30-second clips to give you a feel for some of the action there, and then have the complete panels or at least big snippets of them up on our website. That being said, from Friday on, we saw the warning in 300 that said that they asked that no video be put on the internet. So it's left it a little bit, well, that statement is not at all ambiguous. Some people are like, well, is it about monetization or things like that? I guess San Diego Comic-Con unofficial blog got statement from them that it's not to be monetized, so that's fine. But that being said, the way I read, what I read in the room, it just said not to be of internet use. And so we, as boring as it may be, we just really stick to the rules with conventions, theme park, and all that type of stuff. And so we're not going to have any video from the panel rooms at this show. We definitely hope to get a full resolution to it, because the understanding of it, CCI also said that this is a rule that's always been in place. At least that's what was interpreted of what we read on Twitter. And so I'll wait to hear kind of like the official word for them, and we'll just do exactly what they say. Because if it's okay to kind of keep up what's been done in the past with all these great sites that post all kinds of video, obviously not the exclusive peaks, but you know, the actors talking and things like that. If that's okay, we'll be back in full force at San Diego. If it's not okay, then we'll treat it just like we do Galley 1, which also does not allow that, and that's fine. You know, we'll work with whatever within the parameters of whatever the game is, and so we respect all of the conventions and what their choices are there. That being said, for this show, you'll have to kind of check you know, other sites or check our pictures or things like that, and our tweets of what we said about the panels. It is unfortunate we can't post them here, because they really were some of the most fun we've had at panels in probably the last couple years. There were some that really even outdid things at San Diego and stuff. So that being said, watch us. Amazing Las Vegas, Phoenix are coming up, Long Beach just in the next couple months here, and we'll have lots of stuff from panel rooms there. So, and to be continued on what happens for us with San Diego and the use of video in panels. So let's get back to the floor and check out some more of the cosplay. Awesome.
Thank you.
oh my god, I want to see the fan fiction like this.
Who likes some fan fiction?
it's like too close to your height.
And right here in the center. And everybody drunk and giraffe.
It's Gallifrey.
Cheese. Goat cheese.
No, actually, I bought the costume and just modified it.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing missing from it is
All right, we're wrapping up at WonderCon 2014. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and kind of got a taste of what was there. If you were there, hopefully it gives you some nostalgia and some things to hold you over until the next one, or maybe till July for San Diego. That being said, it's been a great show, and just want to highlight a couple things. So one thing is just kind of the consistent growth of the show and seeing how it's kind of moving and really taking the convention center. If you remember the old days of WonderCon, old days being just these last couple years, but of WonderCon in Anaheim, sharing it with the cheerleaders and different other exhibitors and things like that. And now WonderCon's really kind of taken over this area, and so it does have that kind of theme of, you know, people saying, well, WonderCon is what San Diego used to be, and so you're kind of seeing it take those steps. The food trucks really took over kind of that center concourse area, so it kind of gave it that outside Comic-Con, that outside WonderCon vibe. There was a couple other things. There's from the movie Box Trolls from DreamWorks. They were waiting outside the arena. They had some characters there handing out posters, not all that different than some of the things you see around Comic-Con, obviously much smaller scale, but just the idea of kind of promoting a movie in almost a guerrilla way of just, you know, real quick, cheap and easy way, have a couple of paid actors there in costumes, handing out posters. If you may have seen Kim from Outside Comic-Con covered the How to Train a Dragon 2 screening. They did just kind of an hour little teaser, the first hour of the movie over at Downtown Disney, but they gave tickets away and kind of had that as a little contest going on at WonderCon. And so, you know, you're seeing those baby steps kind of it moving from just a little show, you know, little being relative in the convention center to kind of taking those next steps outside. The cosplay really took over the show this year, and I think we're seeing that consistently at all the conventions we go to, as all of them are kind of leveling up in that world. And WonderCon already being a really strong show, a really big show, it really did attract the best cosplayers in Southern California and beyond. There was, you know, all sorts of different takes on it, unique takes. Obviously with Easter weekend, a lot of people, you know, modifying costumes, adding Easter bunny ears or things like that. But, you know, thousands of hours of work demonstrating. It really went all the way from the very street by the arena. You know, they had photo shoots going on out that way, where before it was just kind of that fountain area. So anyway, really taking over the area. So obviously with Disneyland being the big competitor for entertainment next door, that has its challenges and it has its good sides and its bad side, but it really seems like a perfect marriage here to kind of have those. A lot of people love kind of coming from out of town and being able to team their vacations an extra day early or so and enjoying what Disney has to offer. So hopefully we can see that relationship flourish. Obviously there's the consistent conversation about whether or not WonderCon will be going back to San Francisco, and hopefully they do have a show up there, but at the same time, for selfish reasons, we'd love to see this one stay here. You know, so hopefully there's a way to add that next big show up there with Ape and what they do with Alternative Press Expo and all that. So anyway, really fun WonderCon 2014. It's definitely not second place in terms of fun to any convention. It's right there at the top of the list with all the best shows we do throughout the year. Loved it all the way around. Hope you enjoyed it if you were able to attend. And if not, hopefully this video helped you a little bit to get pumped for WonderCon 2015. All the tickets sold out before we ever got to the day of the show, so make sure not to sleep on it, you know, and don't be one of those people trying to buy tickets the week before and being disappointed about it. So until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.